Beautiful, beautiful morning. Beautiful, my people. Every single day comes with its own responsibilities. Going live, breakfast groove. Today, I don't want to talk about politics. I welcome you all. Today, I want to talk about anything. I can't believe yesterday it was raining and today is sunny. This is one of the most greatest encounter for me. And I want somebody to come online and tell me, where do we go from here? It's cold. Is it cold where you are? Do you have to wear something to cover yourself? The weather patterns are changing, and I believe it's more than meets the eye. It's more than meet the eye. Hey, sometimes I wonder, why do we have to encounter such? I'm waiting for somebody to come online and say something. When the ground is wet, actually, what do you expect to see? The ground is wet, actually. It rained cats and dogs, and I was happy to experience that. I'm here. Uh, Somebody is Titus Walter. Welcome. You're saying you're here, I teach you something. Today I don't have much to say because I just want to have good times. Good times, you have them with anybody. Anybody can come online, we have good time, and that is it. It's not everybody, every time you teach something. Sometimes you glove, you just wait for people to ask you something, questions, answers. Kenya is good, and I love Kenya so much. That's why I prefer to do everything from Kenya. You know, it's the time I went to Barbados, and what I saw in Barbados, uh, Barbados is a good place. If you have never been to Barbados in Caribbean, you need to visit Barbados. Although it's a bit expensive, uh, you need to know what it is and how to live in Barbados. I was in Barbados for almost a whole good month, and Barbados, it's a it's a country of people of African descent. I wish everybody would have a chance to go to Barbados. People are very friendly. They're very good, very courageous, very interesting community, and well-spoken people. You don't struggle to ask for the election. You don't struggle to be hosted, to look for anything you want. Caribbean, everybody should have a chance to go to Caribbean, you know. And if necessary, you can marry there. I'm not saying that I'm married there, but you can marry there. It's quite, it's something good. It's something good to be in Barbados. You can meet different types of people in Barbados. But 60% of the population that is in business class. Most of, Barbados imports almost everything. They import almost everything. Because if I may ask you, how do you think Barbados generate electricity? What would come into your mind? They have some rivers there, fountains, but not that. How do you think Barbados generates its own electricity? Because it can't import overhead. How do you think they import electricity or they generate their electricity? There are so many things you need to know about people and their habitants and how they live. Oh, there's a dog. I love this dog because this dog. What did the dog do? It's just a dog, and this dog, it's giving me some funny responses. Do you think, guys, I'm late for this podcast? Maybe I can change the time schedule because I think it's 25 minutes past 8. To me, I don't think I'm. Oh my goodness. Maybe I have something to say or not. And if I have, I need to let people know. It's 10 minutes since I started doing this podcast, and I miss Caribbean. It's a good place. It's a place with vibe. It's a place people loves to do business. People loves to talk. People loves to know more about Africa. People loves to know more about Europe, but mostly Africa, where they came from. It's a very rich history which is there. And now the problem is to go to Barbados, you have to pass through United States if you're coming from Africa, or you can say maybe Costa Rica, no, Dominican Republic. You can pass through there, or mostly United States. So you need transit visa to go to to Barbados, and vice versa. And there's no direct flight from Africa to Barbados, even Europe. It must go via United States, then to Caribbean. Unless you're a sailor, sailors, and people, not many people are sailors. It doesn't mean problem with Barbados, but Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and Bahamas as a Kenyan. If you have a Kenyan passport, also South African passport, you don't need to apply for the visa. You can go there for 90 days without visa, and then thereafter you can prefer now to validate your stay. That's what I found out. There's some people who are cleaning the road, and that is why there are so many dogs barking. You can hear the bark. There are so many dogs, barking, 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 and there's nothing I can do about it because I love to do videos from here. I love here. I really appreciate being here, and I really feel every moment, every time when I come here to do the videos. I love it here. I love it here. Uh, what else can I do? Oh, the dogs, I think they have stopped barking. Now I can continue. You know, sometimes these dogs, they make a lot of problems and you end up even stopping doing what you want to do. They force you to retreat. When they force you to retreat, hey, the sun is hitting me. When they force you to retreat, definitely you don't have a choice, but because they'll back, irritate you, and they make that unnecessary noise. The noise that even when you are trying to communicate with people, people don't see you, people don't understand you. The audio becomes very much affected. But there's a way to deal with this. I don't like doing editing after going live. No, I don't. I don't prefer editing after going live. I don't. I can be all alone here. That's what you mean, guys, this morning? Oh, okay. I know there's some people around watching and listening to me. I'm surprised. But anyway, it's okay. Even when you're here alone, you can also do your own things and win. So, back to the topic of Barbados. I saw so many economic activities for our people there. And what you need to do to know about Barbados is to go to the global world map, and then you go to the YouTube, because there are very few people in Africa who knows about the Caribbean and what to expect in Caribbean and what is all about Caribbean. But Caribbean is all about people who originated from Africa. That's a fact. And Caribbean, there's more content you can get from Caribbean than any other part, and it's quite interesting. People in Caribbean, they love African content makers. Problem is the logistic to go there and the cost, because if you are not well prepared to go to do content in Caribbean, definitely you'll get stuck along the way, and it's not going to be easy for you, despite the people being so hospitable. You can go to Jamaica. Jamaica is my greatest destination ever. Jamaica, I was there 2018, 19 there. And if you have ever heard of people who can host you and be hospitable, and they would like to know more about you, and they love Africa, it's Jamaicans. The food is awesome. They live like African people, and the difference is their accent and a bit of Caribbean because of intermarriages and the influence of the diversity. But Caribbeans in Jamaica, Jamaicans particularly, they're very hospitable people. If they host you'll do content until you get tired. They'll even take you to some places you think they just want to take you away. But it's because of the love they have for the people. That made me feel I feel home. I feel like I'm in Kenya. I feel like I'm in Africa. I feel like I never had that passion of going back to America to just live in America in solitary confinement. I felt I'm better. I'm in a better position than I was. And that actually made me a better person. So today, as I stand here, I would like to tell you, if you want your content to grow, Jamaica, Barbados, and Bahamas, those places are prestigious places. They are tourist destinations, but definitely you can make a living out of it. What you need to do is just to organize yourself and focus so much those areas. Because when you go, you find people, they behave like you, they dress like you, They do things like you. They really appreciate you. They are willing to take you to the greater aspect of life. There's nothing else to think about. You have to follow the rata. And that is exactly what I did. Some instances you go there, you don't have money, but you have the ATM card. It has a MasterCard services and Visa card services. You go to one ATM. It's not, there's some specific ATMs that are accepting international withdrawals of money in case you want cash. So because mostly in Caribbean you have to do cash transaction. They don't like this thing of EFTs or swiping. Mostly they want the hard cash. So that's a bit tricky for people who comes from Western world, particularly from United States, and you want to go to Caribbean is a bit difficult. Uh, because the people there they want money cash. They don't want a situation whereby you tell him I want to swap. Food wise is great. Is great. If you like outdoor cooking, in Jamaica particularly, you know they got fast land and they have forests, they have terrains, they have regions, mountainous nation. So Montego Bay, somebody will just go and tell you, we are going to cook something. And definitely you cook what he's telling you you're gonna cook. You ask me how we're gonna cook. You tell you we get firewood and there is stones. And then we elevate here and then we lit firewood. And then we prepare the grill. And definitely he's going to tell you it's going to work. Unlike in places like South Africa, some places like United States, some places like in Europe, you have to have the gas, you have to have the gas tank as well, and the grill and the cooler box and all that, and aluminium foils and all those things. In Jamaica, that's not the case. Caribbean, Barbados, it can be the case because the land is squeezed. It's more urbanized because of this tourist flooding coming in and all that stuff. So, what we need to do is to organize ourselves and come together and know that we have our brothers, we have our sisters in Caribbeans, and they love us so much and they want to come. They want to come to Africa. They want to come. They want to travel. They're not very much interested with the United States. They're not very much interested with other European nations. They want to know more about their origin, which is Africa, their home. So how will they go back to their home? You need to know. We need to create relationships because if we create relationships, we will open another chapter. And this chapter we are going to open is going to endorse each and every person who is going to be a new member. That is what should be leaning in your mind because it happens, it works, it's what it is. So you guys, you need to organize yourself. You need to know how to go about it because me, I have handed first-hand information, and I really love that. I really love that what I saw there, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Allow other creators to send their viewers to any of your live stream or premieres. Your content can only be selected for live redirect if it is coming or in progress. Or channel can redirect to my content. I'll redirect to my content. Change privacy setting. This option is disabled if your channel's experiences are private. Oh, let me see. Your section won't be visible to others unless you use features that make them public. Oh, ah, let me see there. Super chat and super stickers. Celebration super chat and super stickers purchase milestone will not be publicly announced in live chat. Oh, I still have more options. Turn off super stickers. Keep all my subscription private. Allow users. Let me see what is there. Huh. Don't activity notify me. Yes. Notify me about active from the channel. I'm subscribed to get to hear this further. Mm. 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 Uh, okay. Okay, this is good for me. I think I'm good to go that way. Yes, I'm good to go that way because that's what I was expecting. Morning, my king. How are you doing? I'm great. What about you? How are you doing? Are you great? I'm great too. I hope you're grateful. I had a great conversation. You did a good live show yesterday, and I watched all of it. Wow, technical skill impartation. And people are so happy to see you demonstrating what they have been eagerly waited, hoping that you can do it every day. Good compliments. Anyway, I've been to Barbados for some time, and I've been to Jamaica. And now I'm talking about how to go to Jamaica, what to expect in Jamaica, and what to expect in Barbados. Barbados, because of the tourism, a very small island. It's more Western kind of, but very calm people. They love African people so much. They will host you in their houses. They will, take you to adventure. They will, you know, they are willing to go that extra mile to know more about Africa. Although, despite being a luxurious nation because of tourism, you can fetch a lot from Barbados. Business wise, economic wise, if you have a way of trading, you will be happy. As a South African, you need a transit visa to go to Jamaica. Because for you to go to Caribbean, you have to pass through United States or you have to pass through Dominican Republic in transit visa. So, as a South African, it's a visa free to go to Jamaica for 90 days. I'm going to Jamaica story. For now, I want to talk about Barbados. Because in Barbados, people are so generous. They love everything to do with Africa. It's like when you go there, it's like the first time some of them they are hearing about Africa. Others they want to come back. Let's say that is my ancestor home. I want to be back there because even the spirit is telling them, I need to go home. They are not settled. There's so many factors to put in consideration because people in Barbados they're highly educated and economic activities are in the hands of the people of the color. We they do small businesses here and there. It's a liberalized kind of free economy. Unlike now what I saw in South Africa, the white people owns everything. In Barbados, and every other person is a job seeker. No, Barbados people they do things their own. You go, you find a bank, it's owned by a black person. They own it. So the only problem in Barbados is one. To go to Barbados from Africa, you have to pass through United States or Dominican Republic. There's no direct flight unless you're a sailor. Those people who are doing the sailing and whatever holiday makers, those ship, there's so many in Barbados. Tinde, good morning. So Barbados, the Caribbean weather is more or less like African weather, and it's so nice. It's so nice. The Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, Atlantic Ocean beaches there, they are calm. They are not having current. It's like what is in Nairobi, in Mombasa. And you enjoy sunbathing, you enjoy comfort with about $1,000 US. That's about it's about 130 Kenyan shillings. It's about 14,000 rands, something like that. It's a place of people who want to change the vibe. It's a place whereby you walk on the street with a short and open top. Nobody is going to ask you. It's not about civilization. It's the weather. It's because it's a tourist destination, and the package for tourism there favors everybody. It doesn't matter where you come from. The package you have, they have. It's not that you have to be luxurious. We have backpackers there where you pay 50 rand, 100 rand a day, 1,000 shillings, a day, 4,000 nairas a day. Me, I know about currencies a lot because of traveling. So uh, you can do outdoor cooking in Barbados, and somebody will join you because of the accent. They'll say, "No, you're not from here. So how are you? Are you good? Wow, quite interesting to hear from you. Are you from Africa? Yes, I am. Wow, that's my ancestral home." They'll jump in joy and grace and tell you, "Wow, can I can I know more about that? I don't know even which part of Africa my parents came from." So you will encounter such kind of things, and people would love to know, when are you going back? Where to from here? Actually, it's quite interesting. I don't like doing these live shows. I like traveling. I like traveling and engaging other people because sometimes you learn out of materials, you don't know what to do, what to say, what to tell people. I'm doing great, Mom. Hope you're fine too. Thank you, TD. Oh, yeah, you're greeting each other there. It's good. Show love. Now, at times I pick a topic because I know a lot. I can talk about politics, my favorite. I can talk about economics. I can talk about lifestyles. I can talk about travel. Right now, I'm talking about travel and what you don't know, what I know. And when I come back, I have a lot of stories I can back to the people and what you should know, what you should not know. There's so many business opportunities for our people. Problem is to go there. Barbados doesn't have hydropower. How do they generate electricity? You need to ask yourself. It's an island. So how do they generate electricity? You need to now do research about these things because that's a topic next that's gonna come. So uh, you can do content about the history of Africa and how people migrated to Barbados and how they started now to create their own identity, crafting their own economy in 1600 to 1800. It's a very rich culture there. People, they have those historical sites, they're still holding on them and they don't want to let them go. It's quite interesting. If you happen now to go to the government entities and government portfolios in Barbados, they're so encouraging, they're so down to earth. They will encourage you, tell you, do you want to know about our government? Which department do you want to know about? Culture and traditional affairs. That's the most interesting ministry because they're the custodian, the curators of the heritage of their people. So they'll take you to fascinating places, even the museum. You will go and take your photos, you take your clips, you interview them, you do everything you want to do in Barbados. This is how interesting the trips to Caribbeans are. From Barbados, you need to go to Bahamas. They're somewhere related somewhere there. But Bahamas is a bit expensive. It's more luxurious than to live in Bahamas, in Barbados. And in Bahamas, it's bigger and more advanced infrastructure. And people are willing also to take you where you want to be. You will encounter a lot of things there as well. But holidaymakers, there are so many in Bahamas because the sea level or the port where they they anchor their ship is so big. So you can find Queen Mary's ship from England with more than 6,000 sailors docking there. You can find the US Marines with 4,000 something docking there at the same time. So you can imagine how massive that tourism business is there, from accommodation, from consultancy, from traveling, souvenirs, Africa, no, heritage, sorry, Bahamian heritage souvenirs. It's a big booming business. And you know what? In Bahamas, from South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, I think even Zimbabweans, you don't need a visa. It's visa free for 90 days as well. Most of these Caribbean countries is visa free. But you need to have a transit visa from United States visa transit. So you have to go to American embassy and get the transit visa in order for you to be able to transit to Caribbean. Are we together? So that's a very interesting story. It's something people need to know. The moment you pull certain number of people in your channel, the moment you pull certain number of people into your channel, work hard, become an international traveler. You will be able to go to these places. There's a time I was traveling from Zambia. I was traveling from Zambia to Zimbabwe. Zambia, Zimbabwe border. I found two guys in the bus. Those guys, I could know their accent is Caribbean, straight. I asked them, where you come from? They told me we are Jamaicans. How? Yes, you need a transit visa. You need a transit visa. If you're in Kenya and you want to travel to Barbados or Jamaica, you need to have transit visa from American embassy. That you're not going to United States, you are in transit to Barbados. You're not going to to United States, you're in transit to Jamaica. So, and they don't ask so many questions. As long as you prove that's where you want to go, that is it. So what do you need to do to prove? You need to book a reservation somewhere, and it's cheap, maybe $400, $300. You book a reservation in a hotel in Jamaica, and then that is it. You get my point. So, uh, for me to talk about Jamaica, I encountered these two, my own people in Zambia. They wanted to do podcasts and documentary about the copper belt in Zambia. We had a great conversation because the bus I was traveling in, I was from Harare to Lusaka, because that road is movable. People are traveling. People are traveling. They're making content. People are traveling. When you travel to America to be able to transit to there, do you need a visa? Yes, you need a transit visa. If you're in South Africa, you just go to American embassy in Pretoria. I think he's in Hatfield or where. I think he's in Waterkloof. I think he's in Waterkloof. Yeah, you go there, you apply, and then they just give you transit visa. Because when you take a flight from or the Tambo in Johannesburg all the way to Heathrow in UK, they check in Heathrow Airport. They check you're in transit You're not going to America. All right. All those people who are going to America, they check. Then, if you are in transit to Jamaica, they'll stop you at United Kingdom. You're going to Jamaica. Why is a transit visa? Because they know you have to go through United States. So they'll stop you from UK before you go. So you have to know what to do. It's like when you're going to US, they'll stop you in Paris. If you're using KLM, American Airline, and some other, they have a checkup there. You get it? So, and unless you take a flight, from Johannesburg or from JKIA all the way to me. I've traveled, TD. I've traveled a lot. Even I got tired. Even I have traveled a lot. Uh, you get a transit visa from Netherlands. Netherlands, you can have a direct flight to Brazil, Southern America. They have it. But now, to get a flight from Brazil to Jamaica is difficult. Very, very difficult. You are chancing. You have to go to Colombia. You have to go, it's tiresome. So it's better you take a flight that is going to United States. You take it from Johannesburg or from Nairobi. But make sure you are not going to United States. You are in transit to Jamaica. Get it? It depends. $600. It depends. If you're from South Africa, it's about return ticket. I think is expensive. Economic class, it can cost you when the season is down. It can cost you plus minus. Let me see, about maybe 10,000 rands. Yeah, something like that. You have to travel. You have to travel. The only way you grow your podcast is to travel. Mix the culture, diversity. You think I got 200,000 subscribers like that, sitting there talking just the way I'm talking here? No, no. It is traveling. Because the moment you grow your channel, I don't want to talk about channel today, but the moment you grow your channel, brands, multinational companies start now looking for you. You're pulling 100,000, 400, 1 million followers, views in a month, 2, 4, 5 million in 3 months or 4 months. They want to do business with you. So some of these tickets, they are paid by the companies, or some reservation companies, flight companies, aviation industry companies. If you're an influencer, that's how you become an influencer. For instance, right now, if you happen to have like a 100 and something subscribers, and you use South African Airways to travel, and you do content about it, then it happens to know you did content about it, and it attracted more than 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 people. Why they can't invite you for a cup of coffee? You're marketing their blood on their behalf. Then you strike a deal with them. That's how you do business, customer relations. Anyway, I don't know everything. And that is why I told you the content you do must be educating people. Like now what Lungi was doing yesterday, design and cutting skills. That's a content that will outlive the legacy. 10, 15 years, somebody will still be learning about how to cut. And the reference is that one. So even me here, if I talk about Barbados, I talk about those praises. 10, 15 years to come, if God willing, I'll be there. Somebody will still come in contact with this because videos can stay for 100 years plus. You have seen the videos of World War, Second World War, First World War. They're still moving around. So videos, they stay longer than the lifespan of a man. Anyway, uh, most of these travelers who are blogging, it's not money coming from their pocket. It's a funds generated by partners. And those Patreon clubs you join, immediately you monetize those things and other things. There's some people who are interested to follow you. They're willing to pay for these trips because they want to know more. They want to know your potential. What can you do for us? We are curious about you. We still want to follow you and see what is that you have that we don't know. And that is why I told you build content that you know has value. Build content that has value. I don't want to lie to you. Everybody got his or her own skills or level of understanding how to do things. But now be outgoing. Find something interesting. Let people know what you know. Me, I know everywhere in the world. The only place I have not been to is Eastern Europe and what do you call this place? Uh, Asia. Asia, I think I went only to Malaysia. Yeah, very interesting culture there. People. You know, Miriam. How are you, Miriam? Are you good? I hope you're good. Miriam, can you please subscribe to Lungiso? Lungi, can you subscribe to Miriam? You need to know each other. Tindi, you need to know each other. You need to know each other. Thank you so much for coming live. So, women stand a better chance to travel because the beauty industry and fashion and model, they are looking at you like this. Men, maybe automobile industry and those other big multinational companies, they can snoop in. Then you need to know the category of the content you generate doesn't pay the same. Doesn't pay the same. Yes, Lady M, thank you so much. Did you make some interesting content? I last just saw you talking about making the hair. All of you must learn now. Let me tell you, let me distract a little bit about Caribbean trip. Let me talk about the high paying content right now as we speak. Is not entertainment. The number one paying content is this one. Can I cut it off and go off stream and create that curiosity so that next time you'll come back here and know what was the black man talking about the most paying content? Because some of these things I'm talking about here, I'm supposed to have that Patreon club. Join me exclusively on monthly basis. You pay, you learn some stuff because that's what will build you. That's what will build you. Me, I'm not interested with editing. Do you see me editing anything? I started doing funny content because I did all those things and they took them away. Now I know if I brand this here, Dina, my queen, how are you? How is Lagos today? Wow, I'm grateful you're here. What you do, because you don't have time to go back to the package, it must be going, gradually building up. Brand yourself. The name of your media company. Embroider it here. Embroider it here. Have the banner next to you. That is future. You will not go back to that. Let me go back to the most paying content and the videos per 1,000 views. If you're talking about economics and business investment in your channel, it pays a lot. I think they pay $25 per 1,000 views. And they pay accumulative loyalty fees there. But how many people knows about investment and economic statistics? Very few. Because the traffic of the people who come there are people with capital, with opportunities, with interest to mobilize resources to invest on anything as long as they hear about it. And where is the best place to search it? YouTube. I'm doing great, sister. What about you? Is YouTube. Nowhere else. If today I go, I show about an investment opportunity about a piece of land that is 100 hectares, prime land, and I be detailed enough to know even the road infrastructure, security wise, leasing agreement, how to go about those things in details. I make it like series 1, series 2, series 3, and then I target in this country, in this area. That content is a high value content. It's business, economics, and investment. It pays a lot because the people who are interested in that kind of content are not just people who are looking for fun online. They are business deal makers. And these are the people, they can even call you if you edit and screenshot your number there. You're welcome. Thank you for welcoming her. Edna is a good woman as well. We love her so much. She preached about God, and I have been going to her channel on and off, on and off. So what do you need to do? If you get that business model and you say you want to talk about this business model, the people who are interested in that, somebody will just write an email to you. I saw your video, you were doing ABCD. Can we do business? He's a multimillionaire guy. You'll get money. You'll get money. You'll get money. I want to change the position. The dogs are making too much noise. I don't like the way these dogs are making noise. And the birds at the same time. That kind of business model, you'll get money. And the money you're going to get is not small money because you're talking about investments. And the people who are searching for these investments, they are people with money. They are people with money. So, when you have people with money coming to do business with you, uh, so you will get money. You'll get money there. Thank you, sir. I think we must give him that title. People are traveling with money. There's no way you can have idea and you have capital at the same time. Those things they have been separated for years. It has never happened. It never happened. The second type of if today you can talk about how to import machines from China and you have knowledge how to go about it from importation, logistics, clearance, and then you go and do a demo and you do interview somebody who has a machinery running a small industry. Like for instance, you want to import the machine to make toilet paper tissues. That machine is a direct consumer market because toilet papers and napkins is something we use every day. No matter what, you will always be. You get it? If you can be able to package that, how many people do you think in Nigeria are willing to know how to import those machines? You know, there's some people who have capital, but they don't have knowledge how to go about it. They have other businesses that are giving them money, but now they want to do another business. Somebody will call you. Somebody will call you, madam. I saw you doing this content. Where was this? Now you know this is the time to make the money. You understand? That type of content, it's high value content. It's in the category of business and investment category. Money is there. Another type of content that will give you a lot of money is buying and selling of properties, local or abroad. Detailed content from foundation, how to go about construction, how to go different types of houses in different regions, cost evaluations, and also inviting a realtor, house agent into a podcast to explain how to go about rent correction, lease agreements, expectations. Do you know how valuable that content is? That's the second most paying content, kind of. The third one is about medicine and science. People are having ailments and so many things. Those type of contents, if I make a content about those three categories I've spoken about now, and each fetch me 100,000 views, it's most likely I can make even 20,000 US dollars. And if I make other contents like social, lifestyle, some bit of entertainment, by the way, is the least pay if you don't know. You make the same amount, you make same number of views, like 100,000 in entertainment, you can get maybe $1,005 because of the value of the content. It is what it is. 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 Travel and events is also a prime category. Simply because people are traveling. You go, you show resorts. Sometimes you can book a weekend there with your family and you make a podcast. Podcast. If you happen to travel here and you are my follower, you are my fan, why can't I trust you? I follow you, we socialize online, we support each other. If you make content about a certain resort in a certain area, I trust you. I'll come there. I'll come there and tell you I'm here. Because I know you have a busy schedule, find 1 or 2, 3 days, you come and have a daybreak. We have lunch or dinner, we talk. If you're comfortable. If you own that channel and you make that content of a resort, you go there for a weekend, you do fanfare, you buy, you do everything, you show the beddings, you show everything, the menus, taste of food, you interact with your family members there, you make all that content. And then you highlight the name of the resort. You post it on your YouTube. That's a high value content. Because even tour and travel companies, they are struggling to do marketing. They're paying so much money. But if you can be able to do that and pull more than 100,000 people in your channel, tours and operators will look for you. Market this for us. Come to our lodge. Do this. We saw you doing great content. You must have these skills to survive this challenging area of content creation that is making everybody run around, doesn't know what to do. Another area that is high paying is forex trading, e-commerce, and technology. Those type of content, they build you up. Astronomically, you fry. Anyway, this podcast was not about that. I have a day to talk about that. Rungi, I'm coming back to you. To go to Jamaica, if there are people that are outgoing, hospital, eloquent, outreaching Jamaicans, Jamaicans, the way they'll be happy about you, you'll think they are crazy. They have this sense of belonging. I belong to Africa, my homeland. And then they have this pidgin English. They say, hey, welcome, brother. Hey, I and I in Jamaica. We love Africa, brother. They're still intact. They're still intact. Jamaica is a very mountainous country. You go to Kingston, you can go to Montego Bay. Those places, they're nice. Tourists are flooding there. And their beaches are so calm. It's not like what I saw in Cape Town. You can't go to the beach because of waves and because of sharks. Even I saw it even also in East London. I saw it also in Port Elizabeth, some part of Durban. I've traveled. So a Jamaican, they're very loyal. If Jamaicans comes to your channel and support you, your channel will go up. They're very good at that. There's this girl I want you to follow, and I'm sorry to market her channel this time. She's called Coco Girl, COCO, then Girl. If you follow that girl, I've got few of them. What do you have? Few of them, Lungi? The lives of ordinary people. Lives of ordinary people. Jamaica, they still live organic life. They have everything they deserve, but they still live organic life. They go to the garden, they get the carrots, they get spinach, they collect eggs, they slaughter cow, they slaughter goats themselves, they cook it for you. Generous people. And the history in Jamaica is totally different from the history in Barbados and Bahamas. Because remember, during the times of slavery, Jamaica was a transit center. So you find very masculine people. These huge people. I think those people with those big masculine is mostly from West Africa. Big, you know what I mean? Because even during those times, they used to look for those people who could push the trunks and work for long hours in Jamaica. Those genes and body physical, they still look the same. I think we must give him the title. That's good. Good morning too. All right. Thank you for compliments. Lungi. Well, Milliam, thank you. Yes, Queen. I love sharing about my beloved country. Yes, it is important. It is important. Very, very important because you never know what's the future. But now show it in an organized, there's a certain design like a series. So the people who are interested, they will follow. Much love, Milliam. Lady M. Yeah, she is good. I was at your channel. I come in now and then to check what's going on there. I don't want to leave you behind. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting because you never know. Sometimes, like what life budget is doing, cost of living. You understand? Come up with something. In Jamaica, we have these taxis. They pick anybody anywhere. I think that is that's a Nairobi life. No, in South Africa, it's not like that. South Africa, they have certain area. Taxi can only pick you in a certain area. There is order in South Africa. What I saw in Jamaica is similar to what is in Nairobi. Taxi can pick you anywhere, anywhere. There is no specific place because the settlements in Kenya, they're fragmented. In South Africa, they are concentrated. Locations, township. People must live in a certain area. A certain area is for people to live in a certain town. So to move from one town to another town, if you move with a taxi, if it is empty, you will not carry anyone on the way. But in Nairobi, from one town to another, by the time you reach the next destination, the taxi is full because the settlements are fragmented. People owns land. That's the difference. Now, this is a similarity in Jamaica. They are very socializing. Yes, there's quite a few of them in my channel. I get views from Jamaica when I check YouTube Studio. They are so socializing. Yes, Jamaicans are very socializing, and they are everywhere around the world. And their eating habits they are similar to more to West Africa. West Africa, Cameroon, and Nigeria, Ghana. The way Ghanaians and Nigerians and Cameroons they cook their food, they have similarity with Jamaicans. In Kenya, East Africa cooking, we are more into grains and yeah, more into grains, more into grains and vegetables. But in Jamaica, they are more into seafood and roots, cassavas, yams, sweet potatoes. You know, in East Africa, eating habits are quite. They're in transition from organic to this way of life. Like now in South Africa eating habits are not 70% not African because of civilization and this commercial farming and whatever. So in South Africa, you have to go to the supermarket to buy food. In Jamaica, you don't need to go to supermarket to buy food. You have your own land. The only place I think in South Africa I saw is in Limpopo province and some part of Mpumalanga. Those areas, you can find people they're growing their own food somehow, some part. But in Kenya, is 90% they eat from the ground. They eat from the ground. So maybe if you want to go to supermarket, you only buy maybe sugar or Panadol or something. In Kenya you can stay with money in the pocket if you're living in the up country for a very long time because the bananas are there, the cows are there, the goats are there, the mangoes are there, the maize, beans. You have water from the river and those municipality piping water from the mountains. The Ministry of Water has distributed that water there. You have solar, so that $100 can stay in the pocket for a very long time. But in South Africa, it's the opposite. You have to spend money every single day to eat every day, every day, every day, every day. So you must be in a system of making money. In Jamaica, unless you're in Kingston town, where you require to live with spending habits, mostly in up countryside of Jamaica, you have to eat from the ground. Jamaicans, it's not a wonder they take the goat, you go, you camp somewhere, you elevate the tent, you put everything required there. You tell him we have the gas. Can we now use the gas? He tell you no. We have the charcoals, we have the the firewood. He elevated 3 stones there and lit fire. That's Jamaica for you. Then you ask him, did we buy the steak or and packaged from the supermarket? You no. That goat there is the one we are eating. They know how to skin an animal and drain the blood and do all that thing professionally. Then you grill. You tell him about fish, you tell you see this liver here, we are going to fish. He has a fishing rod. Within 1 hour, he has two fish, big one. He take the instance and he can skin them, scales, and then he marinates and then he roasts that fish for you or he deep fry it for you. So there's similarity in the livings, and it's a good place to go. And this narrative for people talking about cannabis in Jamaica, yes, it is there. It's there. The Bob Marley is there. You can find someone with dreadlocks that are touching the floor, and he's comfortable, very comfortable. But Jamaicans, they're very respective when it comes to foreigners. The people they view as people coming to see them, they're very respective to them. Very, very, very respective. They are, like you see the Edina when she's doing content, the way she smiles. There is similarity. You see the way Lungi smiles when she's doing the content, that laughter, that vibe. You can fit very well in Jamaica. You might mistake them because when you have that kind of energy, they look at you like a glamorous person. And Jamaicans, most of them, they are not well traveled, apart from those who are highly educated or those who are in the sports and or those who are in the art industry, music and whatever. Most of them they have migrated to United States and United Kingdom. But now they are discovering Africa. And the way they are taking Africa, those who are well up, they are relocating to the country, to the continent, sure. I think in Kenya I have met a few Jamaicans. They are settled there, they don't want to go anywhere. I think also in United States, I have a few I met here and there. You see, so Jamaicans, you need to engage with them. You need to engage with them. Weather is so good. It's Caribbean weather. There's not this freezing winter like what you experience in. I think it's in South Africa. There's winter. Kenya, there's no winter. Kenya and Jamaica, it's like they share the same kind of weather. You don't need a jacket, you don't need to heat the house, it's I don't know, I don't understand. And say low sea level, I don't understand. When you're somewhere living like you're living along the coastline, you expect the humidity to be so high. The air is heavy, moisture, dampness. But in Jamaica, unless in the along the beach area, yeah, but in the up country, life is wonderful. The only thing I know about Jamaica is that there are so many Chinese and these people from and Americans and English people. Because remember, Jamaica was a British colony, so and it belongs to the Commonwealth state. So you need to understand Jamaica in another way. This season is good to travel to Jamaica because by June they'll start the Caribbean Carnivals. It begins from Brazil, then it goes up to the Central America, where we have now Jamaica, we have Cuba, we have Bahamas, Costa Rica, Panama, we have Colombian District Islands, we have Barbados. There are islands there, Trinidad and Tobago. If there's people I found lovely, it is in Trinidad and Tobago. But anyway, that's all I wanted to give to you. And I think now is the time for me to pay attention to. Ladies, they like attention. I want to read some comments here because I know I'm left with maybe 15 minutes. I compliment them and I call it a day. Women like compliments. Attention. Hey.
If 70% of the community members are women and you're a man, you're in trouble. It better be the opposite. It better be the opposite. You face the music. So you must know how to deal with them and where to put them. Let me see here. What? Yeah. TD, you greeted Milliam. Edna's Sacred Dreams. Hello, Black One. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Edna. And what about you? How is everything? I hope you're doing great. I was in your show last night and during the day yesterday, and I saw you do fantastic content there. And keep on preaching because that's the way. And thank you for telling me you're good, Edna. I'm happy to know that. Lunge, morning, Edna. Welcome here in your, yes, King's community. It might be that is great anticipation and it's good compliments. I really appreciate that. He's a good facilitator. Definitely I am. And I know I am good at it because I'm well traveled. I made channels grow. I lost them. I built others in a funny way. And I'm still going there. That's okay, Miriam. Well, welcome. Text this 9 a.m. Now it's half an hour. Even if you know you might not be here, but I really give you compliments. Thank you, Edina, for your gratitude. And Lungi, you must give me a title. I don't know what title you want to give me because I think I'm okay, but it's good to accept what is being given to you. And thanks you so much, Edina's Sacred Dreams, for greeting Longiswa. That shows a sign of love and remorse commitment. So I'm grateful for that. And Milliam sent me a bouquet of popcorns. I really appreciate it. And I take it with both hands. Lungi, traveling, showing around my country for now, and I'm my sewing job. Do you know how important that is? Those are two areas of content creation there. And you need to make them run hand in hand because they will take you to the next level. If nobody told you that, make a note on that. And Miriam, Lungi, well, I hope you subscribe to each other, and that is good. That is beautiful. Yes, Queen. I love sharing about my beloved country. Yes, you must. Always, you have to love your country. You have to put your country in order. Let people know what you have. And then you take it from there, which is something very important. And the lives of the ordinary people. Yes, yes. You start there. So it's good to facilitate and show people about the life of ordinary people, which is good and very much appreciated. And then you have got a few of them. I don't know what you're trying to talk about there. Then much love, Miriam, for sending me that. I'm grateful. And you're talking about, I think you're talking about Jamaicans because I have spoken much more about Jamaica as a country and a place where I saw love and people being out there to support you in full capacity. And you have to note this every time you do a Jamaican content in Jamaica, your views and subscription goes up. That's a fact. It's like doing content in Lagos because of the population and internet connectivity in Lagos. I've never been to Lagos, but I was planning to go. Your subscription and content value goes up because if you sit down with a Nigerian, male or female, they know how to express themselves. They know how to expound in dialogue. They make it so interesting. And this vibe they have. So you create a curious content. Have you ever been with people who knows what they're telling you? That's Nigeria for you. And similar to Jamaica. Yeah, a Jamaican would not feel shy, camera shy, or like, oh, this guy, what does he want to do? Why are you taking me the video? No, a Jamaican will say, welcome, my brother, and come and turn the camera like this. Yeah, 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 man, yeah, man, yeah, man, Jamaica. With that kind of energy, then you connect that with a food vendor, because I saw food vendors in Jamaica. You see someone selling yam, you say, "Hey, my brother, let's have a yam here." That thing, that thing. Hey, my people, that content will go far. People want to see this reaction, this happiness, this joy. They want to know what is the end of it. We love as women unconditionally because you're mothers. Oh yes, women love genuinely. They are not discriminated because they are naturally designed to love. They nurture. They they nurture. That's their nature. And then Miriam there is laughing. That's great. Doing podcast live for almost 1 hour without interruption. Concentration itself facing the screen is very, 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 very interesting, and it requires high energy. To concentrate for 41 hours facing the screen, telling people something, and you have to think and calculate very fast what you have to say because it's live. You must be brilliant. Brushing, stammering, shifting interest, you focus to what you brought you online. And you don't waste people's time. You learn how to introduce the topic, mid-row, and getting out of it. Not abrupt, leaving. You make it very interesting. So that's all about Jamaica. It's all about Bahamas. And I think Lunge answered your question. I gave you view on what to expect in Jamaica. And I referenced you to watch this girl called Coco Girl. Coco Girl. I was with her in Johannesburg. She did crazy shows. Coco Girl did contents with Street Boy. I think it was in somewhere in Jamestown or where in Johannesburg. They just created something funny. And I told her, "Hey, how did you go there? I'm a risk taker." I think now she's in Israel. She's a Jew. She's doing, I think she's doing the Jerusalem documentary right now. She's doing very well. Coco Girl. You can Google her. COCOJ Girl. You guys, let me flash you back. Do you remember when Wanda Maya, the greatest content creator from Africa, was traveling to Jamaica the first time? He went online telling people, "Found my program," because he knew what was coming. The moment he went there with the 2D, the wife, they did great content. It was the Jamaican Carnival time, something like that. Then he started visiting those historical sites, Bob Marley's grave, Peter Tosh, and some other legal agent. And then he went to cannabis plantation. He went to visit Rastafarian, doctrine, religious people. It was great content. That's why I'm telling you, you must know where the content is. Content. Value in content. You must have a role model. You will not drive yourself alone. It's like declaring yourself a bishop in spiritual journey. You must be ordained. Who ordained you? So same mentorship applies here. And this should get in you. Because, Ray, good morning. How are you? Wow, darling. Welcome. Welcome, my love. How are you doing? How is Switzerland today? I hope you're enjoying. Are you going to Atlas? Is it Atlas Mountains or what? Or you're going to Geneva today? You said you live in upcountry, Switzerland. Yesterday we went to your life and then we lost you. And I didn't get a chance again, but I saw you posted this morning. I want to go and watch that video, what you're talking about. Even Edina, I think you posted last night. I didn't come to check and see what is there. So I've been talking about Jamaica, how I went to Jamaica, how I went to Barbados and Bahamas, and my favorite is Jamaica. Cost of doing content, cost of doing things is taken care of. You wonder why these travelers, the bloggers, how they are traveling. It's not their money. Although they are paid much by the content, but it's not their money. It's the brands. It's the brand that is paying for them. Then when you go there, already they know your potential. They know how you create content. You're not boring. You know how to do content. You know how to not create boredom or the gaps in your content creation. You know what to say next, what to do next. And that curiosity drives the views up. So they invest in you. My spirit father ordained you. You see, you must have a mentor. Oh, not much to do. Thank you. That's grateful. I hope you're doing well with classes and everything. Welcome to the show. So, bloggers, that's why when a blogger loses a channel that is monetized with a high value, if you lose a channel with more than from 50,000 and above, when you're 1,000, 2,000 subscribers, going there, seriousness starts when you are from 10,000 subscribers. Then you can find one investor, two influencers interested to invest in your channel, although you're making some money with the adverts and super thanks and all those things and gifts. That is the time now you're supposed to have your own brand. Either you sell clothes, beauty cosmetics, beads, and then you have a joint club, consistency, where people join to. When you talk things you cannot talk here, you have another club. There are people who pays monthly for maintenance of that club. They come in there. So there, that is where you work. Have you ever done 3 shows in a day? Because some people are committed. They are paying you every month. Every month they're paying you, maybe $100, $50. Others they're paying more. So what do you want to say in that exclusive club you have for those people who pays? Because YouTube, there's this content we make here, but then you have where they say you join. There's another feature they open for you. You do serious content, things you cannot talk here. Now people get there, and you charge them every month. So you have to prepare the topics. There is not where you go to read messages here and start smiling. People are paying. And maybe there are 50,000 or 10,000 people. What do you talk about there? That's why you sell the product. That's why you sell the business deals. That is why you call the business people. Some you even go to an extent of paying them to appear in your channel. They tell you, they look at your channel. Oh, you want me to come and talk about legal matters? I'm an attorney. Oh, okay, that is good. Which channel? Oh, this one. Oh, okay. Even without you knowing, that person has been following you without your consent. Oh, this is good. Wow. Now you want me to come there? Yes. Oh my goodness. negotiation skills, and communication hierarchy strategies needed to deal with such kind of things. Because that's actually when he comes there. That's not where you just go live, you take the phone, you go live, and you tell, hey, my people, I'm here. So, no, there you organize a studio, you do the graphics, cosmetics, presentation. Then you prepare the mics and you have a diary. You set questions, he answer. That's why now you run journalism skills. He explained the law, he explained business inheritance, what you're supposed to do, leases. It depends what you called him for. You can get a land surveyor, you bring him in there, a retired teacher in your village, you bring him there. That's why you have to be interesting. That's why you have to take things seriously. Anyway, this issue of going to Caribbean, it pulls a lot to your channel. And these bloggers, companies are paying for them. From hotel, air tickets, they pay. So back to the channel that has 50,000 plus. Lee, how are you? You can connect. You can connect to. You can connect to Lee. You can connect to Lee. You can connect each other. You're quite interesting. And Edina, you can also connect to Lee because I don't think you have met. You need to connect each other. The reason why I'm muting is because this is somebody who is playing music here and I don't want copyright. Okay, okay. Let me see how many percentage I have on my battery. It's 82%. So you must try as much as possible to avoid copyright backgrounds. You have to try as much as possible to avoid. You have to avoid copyright background. I told you. If somebody plays music, ringtone, or Persian pack something that's having a very big brand, that is what you call indirect marketing. That's why the background must always be either nature, your house, or because it's very disturbing. When you make a video like this one, then it has a background, copyright. How will you take away that video during the time of monetization? Anyway, I was talking about channel and their growth recently now, and I
about a channel that has 10,000 subscribers. The value of that channel is not like the value of someone who has a channel with 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, even if you are monetized. There's more traffic. There's more traffic in the channel that got 10,000 plus subscribers. There's more traffic there. And the channel that has 20, 30 to 50,000 subscribers, there is more privileges, there is more traffic there than it's all about the higher you go, the more opportunities are there. The higher you go. There's a level you can reach in your channel, 50,000, 40,000, 20,000. Then your screen start giving you some other features to what you're supposed to do to run your channel. Mule, Milliam, Lady M, it's Lady M. Okay, Lady M. All right. You're both Kenyans, you'll connect. Mtaongea. So the higher you go, the more brands and the more investors comes to you. If in your channel you're talking about travel and vlogs, definitely aviation industry and people who are dealing with the tour companies, people who are dealing with the automobile industries, they'll approach you. They'll approach you. You will live free because what you're talking about is about tour and travel. So the companies with the hotels and whatever, they'll start giving you, those small enterprise companies, they'll start now calling you, giving you conditions. It's either you do this for us or we pay you. We bring a guest in your channel to talk about these issues. There are more, you know, there are more ways of making money in these things. So everything you do, do it seriously. Do it seriously. And if you encounter those people from Caribbeans, I don't know they are crowd magnet or what. It's like doing content with the Chinese. Have you ever done content with the Chinese? This you mix a Chinese to look somehow either stupid or something like that towards you or something. You create something there or you engage. That content makes money. Edina, you said you're ordained prophet. That is great, prophetess. Yo, that's quite interesting. And you sell clothes. Whoa, we would like to buy clothes from you. Where is your shop? Are you online? If you sell, you talk about selling shops. I hope you're not talking about you yourself having a store. If you have a local store, that's great local business. But you need to go international, like Shane. You go and get somebody who can do e-commerce platform for you, and then you look for logistics. Somebody can buy from you worldwide, and the type of the clothes you sell must be the banner at the back of your live streams all the times, because the importance of having the banners being at the back of your live stream is because you're marketing yourself, you're marketing your channel. If you have 50,000 who came to your channel in a month and they saw that banner, you don't need to market again. If they see that banner also in Facebook or they see it in other social media, they know, oh, this is so and so. That's the importance of marketing. And companies, they spend so much money on marketing because they know how that sublimation works. It has to be consistent, 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 consistent. Because you can even ask yourself, why multinational companies up to now, they are still marketing their product and they are more than 200, 300 years old? Because they know people they forget. People they forget. So you need to keep on reminding them. And here you have a free opportunity to do it when you're growing your channel. So build the brand now. The t-shirt you wear must be something to do with the name of the channel, because that's going to be the future. Right? I think that is it. Yes, I highlighted there and said, let's connect to each other because that's very important. And there, after Wow, really, you have not met Edna? Welcome, let's connect. Yes, she's very, very, very inspirational. She's a very great woman of God, and she's based in, I think she is based in Lagos or in Abuja. She's in Nigeria, and I told her I'll visit Nigeria and I'll pay her courtesy call when that time comes. We have we have Medium. That's okay. It's good. And then we have It's Lady M. Yes, I think Medium. You have two channels there. I'm not very sure, but I think so. Uh, I hope you communicated to each other and you managed to get over that. So we got a lot to cover, and basically, I think I've done much of it, and you now have a glimpse information about what to expect and how to go about it and the influence you need in order for you to be able to tackle some of these things. So, unless you have a question, I'm stretching this podcast to 2 hours, and thereafter, anybody else who is going live, we can support you too. And please, guys, if you do live like this one, before you go live, if you're using a phone or you're using a laptop, it gives you options. Title. After title, you go to description. After description, it takes you to, is it private? Is it for kids or for adults? From there, it takes you where? Playlist. That checkbox for playlist. Ticket, it will show you options to select which playlist. Already you have a playlist. So tick that playlist. Bye, Lady M. Thank you so much. Okay, live tonight at 5 p.m. South African time. That is great. We're going to come to your channel and support you and see what you have to offer to us. All right. So now, uh, that's where the mistake is. You don't check that playlist. That is why even if I go to your playlist, I'll see only the shorts. Shorts will not. Can we make 50 million, 10 million shorts from May to December? Because in December, those who will be monetized, um, we will be having celebrations. Those who will be monetized, and we'll be consoling those other ones that are still trying to make it there. And that is it. That is it. So, so we need to work on that. Building not to regret, building to grow, building not to heart fainted, building to be in happiness all the times. Because once you you reach that level, definitely you have a turnaround. And for this turnaround, more time is needed, more content. So you need to build network of people. Like now, all these people in the community, those who are attempting to create this integration. Time will come if all of you get monetized. You start having that extra money and you start traveling. You start now getting even to know more other influential content creators there. And those people now, they'll now teach you travel, teach you guideline. Have you ever seen YouTubers visiting each other and doing great content? Today, if I happen to go to Edina, she's a woman of God. I will know Lagos. I will know so many things. I will do content with her. The people around her, we will have fantastic time. If I go to Lungi today, it will be something else. It's not what you think. We will organize content that we know it will make people. How many? People will just be there to watch those contents now and then. How did this happen? If you happen to go to Calcutta in India, I've been talking about these things. So you have to build bridges. There's more waiting for you if you play your games and cards right. That's why if you have time, do 2 to 3 lives every single day. Me, I'm only left with the 15 minutes. I'm done. These are 2 hours video, and then I'm done to go and attend other matters and assignments that are waiting for me. But those 2 hours, I'm going to be live. Those 2 hours, I'm going to be live. I'll make sure I have not lost. What do I mean I have not lost? I've made it to the level I will never regret. TD, I saw your live today 5 o'clock in the morning. The kids were disturbing you. Hmm. How did you go about it? I see you're greeting Lee. That is great. And Lungi is saying today, South African time, 5 p.m., she's going live. If we get chance and that time comes, by grace of God, we're going to be there. Um, Connect, I'm connected. Okay, it's Lady M. Please connect, I'm connected. That is good. You get to know each other there. And Lady M, I told you I'm coming. I'll be there anytime soon. So I hope everything is gonna be fine in Kitengela. I'll come. When I come to Kenya, I'm going to come there straight. And then I have this other lady here. What do you call her? Uh, yes. She's the twins' mom. Hello. Yeah, she goes to engaging time in the morning because the kids. Like today, I watched her live. She was live 5 o'clock East African times, and it was something awesome because we engaged there. We talked. I text 1, 2, 3 things there, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, this is what I go through every single morning." It's not easy for mothers trying to build content, and at the same time, you have the responsibility of trying to balance life and family to attend to, duties of the day, and you want to squeeze time to do this. So, especially mothers, we need to pay attention to them and try to build their dreams because they are actually having hard times. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. But I think, Edina, you're in comfort zone. You're always, I don't know, you give us a secret because, as your name says, uh, Space, she's also having I think, a little child as well, and she's trying to do content with her as well. We will support them and I will not forget about them. We will always be there because their dreams are varied, and we will try as much as possible to do it. Uh, thank you so much. Come. Oh, welcome. I have my ladies in the house, and ladies and gentlemen, let's not try to have provocative statements, and we need to have respect. Yesterday we had a brandy. Today I'm very happy. I didn't have somebody talking irrelevant things, and I'm grateful. And with those few words, I think I will add the blog because I don't want people who are going to make my ladies posting something that will make my ladies get into mood of feeling what is going on. And I see Mindset is not here, Hampton is not here. They really take these men down, and I really appreciate them. And because they're not here, I don't want somebody to come here and try to provoke this hello these ladies, because they want to learn something and I have information, and we want to mentor them because they have very ambitious dream of building channels, and women, they have upper hand of doing businesses. Lee, the Explorer Life and Learning Hub, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Have a good day in Switzerland. We will connect again, and I wish you all the best. Now, I'm happy to have you, and thank you for your passionate time. I Yes, come. I want to leave because I don't want people who gonna talk what my ladies don't want to hear. So we have to be cautious, very cautious. These are family women, mothers, ambitious people, decent background, willing to go far. They don't want distraction. They don't want somebody who can talk anything. So I don't want to offend them. I need what you call discipline and morals to be upheld in order for us to continue talking and discussing these topics that are so hilarious, and people want to engage and learn something, because even me, I didn't know. But the moment I lost the channel, I realized I need to humble myself, I need to calm down, I need to leverage on knowing how to handle people. And that is one of the skill which is very rare on this earth, because you need to know how to handle people. You need to know how to reason with people. You need to know how to express yourself. You need to know how to mentor people. You need to know how to build networks with people. You need to socialize. You need to build. You need to impact on people in order for that legacy to be legacy of good faith, legacy of benefiting others, legacy of making things look better. So that is good. That is great. I don't know when what do you call it? T-Day gonna go live again. From T-Day, uh, thank you, my king. See you later. Continue being a blessing to us. We are learning a lot from you. You are welcome. You are very much welcome. And I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy. And you have spent time with me. And I really appreciate you, king and queen. And I hope South Africa is good for you. And we will connect with you 5 o'clock South African time. That is very interesting. And I hope you have a lot for us. And we will support you. And God bless you too. Then go to who else spoken here. Let me see. We have who else spoke here. Let me see what else I can say here. Oh, damn, bro. You're really leaving. I just joined. Bye, Queen. Thank you, Lungi. Let me compliment you here. Uh, yeah, that is it. So I do believe now the person who is left here is only this gentleman, and because I don't want to spoil the paragraph. Bye, mom. I'll see you later. Uh, Bye, mom. I'll see you later. That is great. So learning how to do this is not easy, and you need to pray, pray every single minute you wake up. Kneel down and pray for success to succeed in this because it's not easy. If you have the button on your YouTube channel management that appears there, that tells you explore more features. You can be able to know, but that feature they give it to people who are above 5,000 to 10,000 plus subscribers. If you reach that level of subscribers, definitely they will give it to you. There are so many buttons there that people don't have because they are still growing. But once you are fully monetized and you have now made so much, they actually give you those buttons. But for now, I don't think they can give you. They'll just give you maybe control. But now, how the channel is functioning, tax you're supposed to pay, calculations, and all those things, they'll do it when you reach certain level, of which I doubt because we are still growing. Uh, because of me losing a channel and having more than 250,000 subscribers, you know, there's so many things I learned. A lot. I know what it takes to build a channel and how to go about it. And some of the channels, they'll gain value with the time. Have you ever asked yourself why you monetize a channel, then it becomes dormant? Yes, it is happening. You monetize the channel, then it becomes dormant. What do you do with the dormant channel? Hey, did you just go to the market? It's fine. I'll be alone here. It's fine. I have plenty of things as well. I want to. There's somebody I'm waiting for here. I'm waiting for Mindset because Mindset, if he comes, we're gonna push for another one. Yeah, don't feel offended. I don't feel offended. It's good. Just go to the market and buy waru, ndoma, pumpkins, and all such kind of things there. I miss that kind of thing. It's long time I haven't been there. So I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. TD, enjoy, enjoy. Lovely, lovely. I'm happy you came here and we had good times. Thank you so much. Let me compliment you here. TD, TD. Bye. Yeah, it's great. I'm great. Hey, it's a little bit sunny and I like the vibe. I like the sun reflection in the background, the tree and stuff like that because that builds me and makes me stay here longer. Tinde bye. Oh, that's great. I don't know what to. I want to. There's a car passing here and it's making noise, but I don't think it's going to affect me anymore. It's gone, so we can continue with something. But I don't know what it is. Hey, hey! I see a lizard without a tail here on top of a brim. Oh, oh! I love it here. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, laptop is good when you're blogging with a laptop. You've got wide coverage. Yeah, there's a helicopter passing over. I don't know what to say. There's a place where I always hang around because I love the place. It's my favorite. I think that is better. Wow. I'm basking. I have not seen the sun for quite some time. And I want to say, hey, I've really tried to push the content. Any chance for me? I feel like I can spend another 30 minutes here trying to explain something, give some one, two, three things that I know we can add. when I talk about something, I talk about it because I want you to learn from me and not make the mistakes I made in the past, because that one will not go well with you. It's not that we are not there. It's not that we cannot come together and build. It's not that we cannot, we can do that. Yeah, the bird is singing so nice. Walter, good value. Yes, there's value there. There's value there. That's good compliment. Let me see who else is saying what, where. That is interesting. Oh my goodness, there's somebody who is driving out. I need to mute. I don't need that disturbance here. Wow. It's time for me to go, and I wish you the best. Have a good day, guys.